Good day, Methodist Dave here, professional theologian and Bible teacher with our daily devotional for Monday, March 16th. Halfway through the month, it just started. This has been a fast month here. We come to chapter 16 in the book of Proverbs, as I encourage you to read a chapter a day. And for today's devotional, I'm going to read verse 4. The Lord has worked everything for his own ends, even the wicked for the day of disaster. God is not an absentee landlord. God is involved in everything, even when it seems like God is not involved. Now, when the nation of Israel was being formed, they gathered together at Mount Sinai, we read in the book of Exodus, and God says to them, he says, look, if you become my people, I'm going to require certain things of you. This is what we would call the Suzerain Treaty Form, which would have been familiar with the people at the time. It was how treaties were written in that day. And God says, if you worship me and keep my commandments and follow me, then I will bless you, I will make you prosper, and I will give you peace in your land. So these are the conditions. If you keep my commandments and follow me, this is going to happen to you, and it's going to be good. However, if you disobey my commandments, if you worship foreign gods, if you fail to be obedient, then I'm going to send people against you to buffet you and attack you and overtake you and power you. You're going to be punished. So if you do good things, you're going to be rewarded. If you do bad things, you're going to be punished. And the book of Judges just recounts this endless cycle where the people fall into rebellion and God sends the nation after nation to attack them. And the people become so desperate, they repent, cry out to God. God sends a judge, a deliverer, who delivers them from the oppression of that people. And for a time being, there's revival, and the people keep God's commands and they get right with the Lord. But then they fall back into wickedness, and the cycle repeats. They're attacked, they repent, they're delivered. They fall back, they're attacked, they repent, they're delivered. They fall back, and it's a terrible tragedy. In the book of Jeremiah, Jeremiah warns the people of Judah and Jerusalem that because they had been disobedient to God, they were not faithful to God. They would go to the Jewish temple in the morning and worship the true God. Then they would come back home to their homes and they would worship false gods in these shrines that they had set up in their homes, or into a little high places of places they would worship the true God, and they would worship these pagan gods. And they weren't being faithful. So God says, I'm sending the Babylonians against you. And Nebuchadnezzar, who was a pagan, who worshiped foreign gods, became God's instrument to punish the nation of Judah. So God can even use the wicked for his purposes. Look to this past century. One of the greatest evangelists who ever lived, Billy Graham, was doing his first crusade. It was in a tent in Los Angeles, and it was a failure. People weren't turning up, and they were getting ready to wrap it up because it was a flop. And for some reason, William Randolph Hearst, who owned many newspapers, sent out a memo that said, "Puff Billy Graham." Now, Hearst was not necessarily a religious person. Nobody ever really knows anything about what his faith was. But for some reason, he sends this memo out, "Puff Billy Graham," which in newspeak slang was promote Billy Graham. Put him at the top. Give him precedence. And the next morning, front page of the Los Angeles papers that Hearst published, young evangelist preaches the gospel in a tent to thousands. They made it up. Reporters make up a lot of stuff. Don't let them kid you. But all of a sudden, he's all over the news. And people are seeing him on the front page and like, well, what's this going on? I didn't know about this. We got to get out there before it goes away. We got to check this out. And that night, the tent was filled. God uses even the wicked to accomplish his purposes. Pretty amazing. If you have a question about this or any other subject, drop me an email, methodistdave@gmail.com. I'll do my best to answer your question. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. And until tomorrow, please be good to one another.